is V and Tig.
Oh, hold on. Let me go on mute and gloat silently from over here.
Thank you. It's gonna help my D20 rolling.
It did. Let's see. My notes for the last few sessions have been kind of trash.
It's rough.
Yeah, it is, buddy.
Up to a good start.
Yeah, there was that talk with Navorin without Nim. That was interesting. I didn't have much on it. It basically just said that he does seem to care about Nim. He just really sucks at saying it. Talked to Thry about the yoga clan. Talked about they're on an island west from Icehaven. Can only get there by boat. Bad idea to try and teleport there. We're told to look for Captain Ahab and the salty spittoon. Yeah, they got into there to fight a dragon, and there was something there that kept things like aerial defense or something there. Korshana goes back to the room. Noah and Lil go to try and find what Nim's doing. I had a chat with him. He starts to apologize, and we take him back to the room and make sure he apologizes to Korshana. And then we talked about how to, if Nim knew how to talk to the Raven Queen, since she is kind of his patron and stuff, and maybe he should find out what he's supposed to be doing. So the first option that was put forth was for him to die. M even cast Legend War to confirm that is one way to get an audience with her. Went ahead and suggested that maybe we try praying. Which he agrees to, as long as we all pray with him, so he's not doing it alone. Yeah, so the Nim Korshan and I end up in front of the Raven Queen. The questions were asked. Korshana can whisper to ravens now, but Noah wasn't there. So after we left, Noah still isn't there. And after a bit, he comes back and he was talking to. Ended up he prayed to Aun, and that's where he was. I must have missed something there. Yeah, it looks like there was Noah and him talked about something. I didn't write down what they talked about. But whatever it was, M was upset afterwards, I guess.
Oh, because you guys were talking about how the Death Queen wanted Noah and probably would kill and or do something with him, and she was like,
Mhm.
"Fuck what?"
Yeah.
Like,
And-
thanks for letting me
and
know.
she, like-
right
Yeah.
now.
All
She learned
right.
about all of his war crimes and stuff.
Ah, right.
She was a bit upset
No
about
big deal.
that.
Then there was dinner. I trained for a bit before bed. More Inamino RP. A little bit with Noah and Korshana. Some Nem and M RP. That had some serious Anakin vibes. And I think that was basically it. We kind of left off at that point.
A certain child might have been storming out of the room or something. That child of ours, no, I swear.
So we're at the end of the RP between Nim and Im. Up, you're muted. You are muted.
I must have hit the mute button again. We were past that point. So basically, we were night to morning. Like, I think everybody was done for the night, and we were going to start the next morning.
Right. Okay.
Is that so?
Why?
I'm looking at Tig's square.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. You did say you wanted to say some things.
If Nim does try to follow M out, is she still there or like?
Yes.
Okay. Should probably prep before the game. but
Do
let's
it,
this.
Tig. Do
Fine.
it, Tig.
Give me 1 second. I have to get back into like where we were a week immediately after. No worries. If you do this, whatever you do is going to be permanent. If you hurt Noah, I don't know if there's going to be any way to undo it.
Nim, if I do nothing, does that make it better?
I don't know, but I think we need to talk to everyone else before you do something like this.
And what do you think they'll say? You've dealt with them long enough.
Not to do it.
Then why talk to them?
So you don't care what they think of what you're going to do you?
No, I care. I care a lot, Nim. Just as you do. But there are decisions that you would make to save your mother, and there are decisions that I'm going to make to save my father.
Even if he doesn't want you to.
Fine, Nim. I can ask you the same thing. Do you know that your mother truly needs you to save her at this point?
I don't know for sure, but whatever's going on with her isn't normal. It's bad.
And you think what's going on with Noah is any better? Or any different?
Noah's not possessed. Not he's himself.
And yet he's being judged for crimes that he's trying to correct.
He isn't being judged yet. There's still time to fix that, or
Do you know that?
you keep asking me if I know that. I don't know.
Then why are you telling me that? If you don't know that, then I'm going to assume the answer is no, that he's already judged. Because if I wait until that point and I can't do anything, then what, Nim?
I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I think there's other ways to help Noah.
The only option you have given me is an option you can't guarantee or even understand, Nim. You tell me that he isn't judged yet and that there might be a chance, but then you tell me you don't know if that's actually true.
I don't even know if she knows about Noah. She's looking for whoever's responsible. She doesn't know who it is.
And when that time comes, when she asks you specifically, what are you going to tell her?
The original one. Not this one.
Do you think that's going to matter?
They're different.
Are they? Are they different in the eyes of a death goddess? I'm legitimately asking you. I don't know the answer to this.
There's probably ways we could find out.
How?
Noah's soul. Wouldn't they have two different souls?
Sorry.
I'm not
Aiden's
looking at-
reaction to that. Nim, you're again asking questions I don't know the answer to. Your goddess patron is a death goddess. She would know these answers. Shouldn't you ask her this?
I could try asking. I would just need a hypothetical I could ask her that's not. Let's say I know the person who might be responsible for this, but I don't think they're the same person who actually did it. I'm gonna have to come up with a different way to ask. But I could ask.
Please ask then.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell the rest of the group that. I'm sure they all would want to know the answer as well.
I'll tell all of them. I'll make sure they know what I'm going to do.
Because that would really answer a lot of questions, I imagine, including mine.
Yeah. Like I said, I want to help. I just think that we need to try something else.
I'm still going to tell you the same thing I said not 5 minutes ago, Nim. I don't know the extent of my power. So assuming that I can't is foolish. Because if I can and I don't realize it and I lose control, what do you think is going to be worse?
You think you're going to lose control no matter what?
I've already lost control once.
You saw Noah die in front of you. That was understandable.
What's to say that's not going to happen again? What's to say I don't see Mama die or the rest of you and watch in horror as I can't once again do anything? I can say I mentally prepare myself for it, but there's a big difference between thinking you can handle it and watching it happen.
Then it's something we need to help you with.
Exactly. So, again, I ask you, will you help me with this?
I will help you keep control of yourself.
So you're going to wait until that moment happens.
I didn't say that.
Then what does that mean?
I think we can find another way to help you. If you think that you can't control yourself, then we find a way to.
How, Nim?
You keep asking me like I have come up with a plan for this on the spot. I'm gonna need some more time.
I just don't understand why I ask and present an option and you say no, but you don't have another one. You just don't like the one I come up with.
If we need to bring someone to the Raven Queen who is responsible, we're going to try to bring V1.
Who created V1, Nim?
The original Noah.
If you know that, do you think the Queen's not going to try and figure that out? Sorry, do you think your patron?
If we can't bring the original Noah to her, there's nothing more we can do. The one who's responsible for this robot stuff is V1 now, as far as I understand it.
Hmm.
Can she really look at both of them as the same person if they take such different actions, if they're not the same?
I think the person who have a better idea and understanding and be able to answer this question is actually Papa.
Then why don't we ask him?
Why don't we? But my other point remains, Nim. I can give you time, but how long is it going to take before you have to make due on your promise to your patron?
I don't know.
Then I don't know how much time I can even give you. If she comes to you tomorrow and wants answers, then what?
She seems pretty patient with this. She didn't give me any sort of ultimatum when we were there before, so she just seems to care that it gets done, not when. I think we still have time. I think the concern is more the damage that's happening here as a result of not dealing with the robots.
Fine, Nim. I will give you time. Only because I don't honestly have a choice.
Thanks, I guess.
She turns to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me just scroll back to see how sassy everybody was.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
All the comments for the peanut gallery.
I've changed my general overview on corporal punishment. I'm a changed woman. This child needs a slap in the face. You know, her penchant to think she has to solve every problem all by herself is very familiar.
It's weird how Nim has no
Weird.
arguments for that.
You know, she also picked up a line pretty quickly.
She did.
She's been spending too much time with Nim.
Time with Uncle Nim. It's because he's the cool uncle.
Guess so.
You let me have alcohol before, but now you won't? Come on, Uncle Nim.
It was actually Lowell who
That
gave
was
her
Lowell.
the first alcohol.
Oh, I meant like in general.
Mhm.
There wasn't a fey equivalent of the real world, like uncles being cool.
Yeah.
Giving a kid alcohol was the closest I could think of.
Yeah, you let me taste your martini at the party. Come on.
Yeah.
Man, that's how my mom kept me off booze for a long time because my mom likes to drink vodka basically straight. So she'd be like, "Oh, you want to try my drink? Here." And I'd like sip it and be like, "Never mind, this shit is bullshit."
Like, great, thanks for teaching me not to like alcohol.
I mean, it's the
Her
whole,
drinks are now my drinks. I grew into it, but at the time I was like, "Oh yeah, this is gross. Why do adults do this?"
it's the like burning your hand on the stove thing. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes they just don't learn until they do it, and it goes
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Anybody else doing anything?
I'm alright, sleep, man.
Going to sleep.
I miss the days I could just chat with him when she was small.
No, she keeps running off.
All right, morning. Morning happens. Ta-da!
Time to go.
Are we actually leaving now? Oh shit!
Something's gonna happen.
It's
Something
like a whole
always
new
happens.
campaign. It's like a whole new campaign, guys.
When are we staying?
Cora's packing up her shit under the assumption that we're leaving.
Yeah, so it's no effect is
well-
up.
Well, I was already ready to go.
Right,
So we do that.
let's go. We're leaving.
We already said bye to Navorn and shit, so
Time is everybody up that is ready to go and leaving?
Hmm?
Like, what's the time?
well,
Because Nim sleeps in.
Nim.
That's sorry, he doesn't. You're right. But like, even if you don't sleep in, at what point in time, like, somebody's either gonna have to go get him, right? Because he's in his own room, or he's gonna have to come over. So when is that?
yeah, Nim, do
That's-
we have to wake you up or will you come over?
You don't have to wake him up.
Okay.
He'd come back to the room with everyone after that, I think.
Oh,
I know he keeps choosing different rooms each night because I apparently have to make it confusing, but you know.
And it
All right.
doesn't help.
Wow, what a flex.
So Lowell is usually up the earliest. You would see him dash off in the morning, put her stuff in the common room, and then come back 5 minutes later with a bunch of pastries.
Impressive.
Nice.
Man, if I had a fantasy metabolism, I'd also only eat pastries.
Eh,
If they were
Getting
cheese
some-
danishes, I would also do that.
see, you're getting some food for the road.
You know it.
Hopefully everybody else gets up soon so we can leave.
And everybody else gets up.
Oh, great.
Eat now, because you won't be able to for the next 8 hours, because you'll be a cloud.
Oh,
We're traveling by cloud today.
do we
Like, I
Do
don't
we
understand
get
what that
hungry?
means.
Do we get hungry if we're clouds? Or is,
Probably
like,
not.
Our hunger just kind of
Uh,
stagnates for 8 hours.
I'm gonna say it doesn't until you're done, and then you get really hungry.
Hell yeah.
Never been a cloud before. Only one
Cloud
way to find out.
munchies. Nice.
The next
Yeah,
important
cloud
question is,
munchies.
does Noah get his alchemy jug back?
Gonna have to go talk to Ovak.
So we're ready to
I
go,
want
right?
to, yes. I have to, or else she's just gonna have it, and then it's going to poof, not be an alchemy jug anymore. I'll say I have to go talk to Ovak real quick and get my alchemy jug back. I will. She's probably not awake right now.
Yeah,
I don't
that's what
think
I was
she
about to
is.
say.
Thrive.
It
might
even
take
has
it-
this look of like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
And leave a note. Be like, my child shouldn't have given you this. It's mine. Bye. I'll buy you another one
Yeah.
next time I visit.
Don't
Yeah.
you think that she might have it in her room? And
She's
last
at
time we
study.
She has her own study. This is him.
Well, I don't mind her having it, but it's just that as long as she understands that at any given time, it could just cease to be an alchemy jug.
I'll go get it.
So,
Why don't you go together? We'll wait by the
Okay.
front door for you guys to come back because we're
Okay.
okay. Okay. 12 hours later.
leaving.
All right. So we go.
Hey, Papa.
What's up?
Do constructs have souls?
Christ almighty.
They can. Yes. You ever
Yeah.
heard of a race called Warforged?
I have. Yes.
Those have souls, yes. I am a Warforged.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense, huh?
Yes.
Did you know about them before?
Yes.
Have you made one before?
He will like gesture towards his body. Yes. Why?
You made yourself? That's so weird.
Well, the plan was eventually to have my soul transplanted to this one. The timing of it got messed up, but I made it, so all's well that ends well.
Did you make any others?
I'm trying to think. Particularly Warforged. Version 1 is
She is not a warforged. She's a
not
construct.
a Warforged. He's a construct.
Yep.
What about version 2?
Same thing. He was also a construct.
Kind of ended that plot line real quick.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one was version 2.
That was the one that was like beat up
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
was like, yeah, that was creepy. But yeah, so as far as no one knows, no, right?
Yeah, this is the only like you made this body specifically for you,
Yeah.
but it's the only one.
Yeah. So if this one had worked, it would have made more, probably.
Maybe. Yes. So the idea was that you were going to make Warforged for the people in the arc. You would transfer the souls back out.
Yeah. But I wanted to test it on myself first.
Yep.
No, I have not. Let's just say my plans kind of got cut short. So I couldn't make any more past this one. Why do you ask?
Knowing that the version 1's out there, it's just a bit disconcerting to me, but it sounds like you are and will always be my papa.
Yes. And you'll always be my him. You're worried that somehow I wasn't going to be your papa?
I don't know how many versions of you there are out there.
I don't know if version 1 has made any in the time that I've been asleep. 200 years is a long time. But I will say I made like 3. This being the final one.
Okay.
Well, let's go. Why'd you give the alchemy jug again?
I needed reagents to cast Legend Lore,
Right.
and I kind of wanted to hear what Ovek had to say about the alchemy jug.
What did she say about the alchemy jug?
She said it was very fascinating, and
It's
a
not
little
a typical one.
concerning because to be able to fabricate material like that could destabilize the economy for a region, which is I don't really know how to take that.
Well, I mean, the idea was that you were going to consume it,
Right.
which is kind of why I'm wondering if you still like to eat it. If not, I was going to undo it.
Not as much.
So you like pastries more.
I don't know how to describe it. Like the desire was very strong when I was younger, but now I enjoy the different flavors and textures of actual food.
That is quite fascinating.
What does that mean?
What? Fascinating?
No, what does it mean that I don't need it as much?
Mm. Hard to say. I mean, personal taste is personal for a reason. Everyone has their own. I think that if I had to guess, I think that red dragons are naturally drawn to gold and precious metal. So that might have your craving for it might have stemmed from that. And as you matured, maybe you felt like you didn't need it as much.
Hmm.
Hard to say. Could just be like you value pastries more than gold.
Can I have a hoard of pastries?
Mm, but why?
Why not?
Um, wouldn't they go stale? I mean, personally, this is just me. There's nothing like a fresh piping hot pastry, unless it's meant to be cold.
But if you put them, what if you put them in like some sort of stasis?
Mm, I've never tried that. Um,
Because I know there are spells you can put, as morbid as it sounds, you can put dead people in stasis. But like, maybe you have like a location, or maybe you have like a bag of holding. Because a bag of holding is just a pocket dimension, right?
right, you're talking about like a bag of colding?
Yeah. What if you have a bag of holding and you can modify the properties of the dimension, right?
It sounds possible.
Hold that thought. And she casts pass wall and goes through the wall.
What?
Comes back out with the alchemy jug. Got it.
You didn't. Did you leave a note or something?
Yes.
Did she? Do I believe her?
Roll insight.
I don't think she was
Okay,
in there
thank you.
long enough for that.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, please, a 1. Oh, close enough. That's a 6. 7.
Nice.
Totally. She totally left a note.
Well, as long as you did, I don't want her to think that somebody stole it. Um, let's head back then. She didn't wake up, did she?
No, her room's a couple doors down.
This is in her. This is in her
the
stuff.
study. Yeah.
Right. Okay. How'd you do that?
Try. I think.
It's tough knowing that I'll never be able to cast some of these spells.
Fuck it. No, actually, Ovac knows it. Never mind. She would say that. Ovac.
I was gonna say it's a wizard spell. You're good, Sai.
All right. We should go head back.
Yep.
Or at least head to the front door.
Front door. I think we've overstayed our welcome.
What does that mean?
It means you've stayed longer than you meant to, and you're possibly imposing on your host.
But this is Nim's house.
Right. But just because we travel with Nim doesn't mean that we should feel entitled to his house and his stuff.
But as long as he's here, wouldn't our welcome still be welcome?
I mean, technically, it's his father's house. And he's a busy guy. So I feel like we've caused quite a bit of turmoil in there.
She rolls her eyes and like, oh yeah, so busy looking at that studied half desk he has.
He has given us food, drink, and a place to stay for free. And he probably has things to do, but he can't exactly do them, knowing that he has guests, particularly his son, in the house. So he was probably just watching over us until we head out or something. But either way, we should get out of his hair, because what we do is not related to what he does. And we need to get going.
All right. All right.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah. What do the rest of you do?
Nim just staring at me, or is he saying something?
And though just was giving you that he gave a look like as soon as they left the room, because we cut it off there.
Korshaw will stare at you for at least 30 seconds to give you an opportunity to speak. And if you don't, we'll go from there. Like, is he gonna come out and say it, or is he just gonna be like, dude?
No, he'll say it. We really need to talk about him later.
Later?
When do you think she's gonna come back?
Probably in about 5 to 10 minutes, but then we'll be on the road together for who knows how long.
Okay.
I mean, you can't just say that to me after everything that's happened without at least some information. No,
There's
you can't
something
talk
going on?
spots.
Yeah. I don't really know where to start with this.
Ugh.
I
Uh-huh.
know. Uh-huh.
Then
Yeah. Yes, Lowell?
pick something then. Start from somewhere.
Em came to talk to me again last night.
How many times is this now?
3.
The dagger, the time travel, and then last night.
No. I guess that would be 4.
What for?
Let's stick with discussing last night first.
Okay.
We can put a pin in that, but we'll probably need to go back to that later.
Sure, we'll do that. She thinks that she can copy whatever I can do that's making gods not pay attention to me. I think she wants to kill the Raven Queen.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I think she's gonna do it anyway, regardless of what we tell her. I did not like where the conversation was going, but I tried to talk her out of it as much as I could, which wasn't really as much as I would have liked to. I'm not very good at this.
Isn't telling you that she wants to kill your patron a bad thing? Because what if the Raven Queen found out?
I doubt the Raven Queen would much care that a single individual was trying to kill a god. Just a guess. So, can we get to where this conversation ended, please?
To be honest, my memory's a little hazy on it, so I'm okay with leaving it, and we're not really sure.
Yeah, there was something about it where it was like that was the reason she specifically cared about it being a power that let you get around gods knowing stuff about you, was because she was going to go after the Raven Queen. But I guess maybe it wasn't to kill her, just go after her in some other capacity.
There's absolutely a saying or a train of thought that it was heavily implied.
Okay.
I have no problems with that.
I think it was also implied because of hearing her conversation with Noah, where that was even more heavily implied. Like, if she comes after you, I'm gonna fuck her up.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm a fucking killer.
Yeah.
So that might be where it's coming from.
So I'm fine with it. But I say let's just continue with it.
Okay, sorry about that. I was like, if I totally misremembered that, I'm happy to retcon it, because that's what I thought she said.
Because like it really, really was implied at that point. So it's like, even if she didn't really say it, she kind of pretty much said it. And it's still something Nim would be super concerned about.
Yeah. So, Nim.
Yeah.
Where did this conversation end exactly?
She was gonna give me some time to figure out an alternative.
Okay, but she was asking you to do something.
Explain how whatever my thing is works, which I can't really do anyway.
I was gonna say, didn't you just tell her that it's not really a thing that you're doing?
I tried to. I said I didn't understand it at all. She kept saying that she's only gonna have more magic power. It was a little threatening, but the conversation was really weird. This is why I'm like, we need to talk about M before Noah and M get back, because it's kind of important to talk about this.
Where's she getting this idea that I know the answer to that question. Okay,
She
so you
thinks
promised her
Noah's-
that you would think about it?
That I would try to figure out some kind of alternative. It's about Noah. It's about she thinks Noah's in danger from the Raven
Sure.
Queen.
He is, so that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's never crossed my mind either. I just didn't think it would be worth anyway. Okay. Before she gets back, what else have you promised my child?
Oh, you're good at this.
Plus 11 insight, baby.
I promised that if she lost control of herself and hurt anyone, that I would turn time back, make sure it didn't happen.
And you thought it was just fine not to tell me or Noah that?
This was before yesterday.
Don't
That makes
you-
it worse, Nim.
I
I
told
just
you
don't-
now.
I don't understand why she even had to ask, because don't you already do that when things get real bad? You turn back time to make sure that we're not dead?
That's why I didn't have any problem agreeing to it.
I get why she asked. I also get why you answered what you answered. I'm just struggling a little bit with the idea that my child is a third parent that I tend to disagree with and who feels like they can do things unilaterally.
Look, I don't want to be a parent in this, I promise.
Well, then stop making promises to my kid. Please.
I'm working on that.
Nim, she's coming to you for this stuff because you've already helped her.
I know.
If she thinks she can get infinite pastries, infinite booze, and infinite promises from you, that's where she's going to go to get them.
Lowell's the one who's giving her booze.
It's not the point.
It was just one time.
Was it though?
Yeah, Lowell doesn't lie, Nim. Okay, no more private conversations with my kid that you don't fill me in on, please. I'm begging you. Like, I feel like we had this conversation yesterday, but I'll just say it again.
I wanted to tell you earlier, but you've been asleep for the last 8 hours.
No, it's you're fine. Like, yes, thank you for coming to me immediately. Great. Wonderful. Agreed. I'm gonna have to tell her you told me. You understand that, right?
Sure.
Obviously, I'm gonna tell Noah. Don't trip. Okay, Nim,
Mm-hmm.
thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate it. See how hard I'm working to forgive you? I'm totally doing it. See?
Really want to insight check this.
No, she's not pretending not to be
I know.
sarcastic.
It would just be like an insight check anyway because he's like having a hard
The thank
time.
you is not sarcastic. The thank you is not sarcastic. She means it.
I think he
You can
got her
insight check
angry
if you
enough
want.
that he's having a hard read on like whether or not she's like mad at him.
Roll away.
Yeah, you got it.
Feel free to insight check me.
Oh, I can't wait to get a nat one on this.
Nope. Everything I said stands. She is really thanking you, but also she's having a hard time continuing to forgive you. Okay,
Yes.
they're not back yet. Anything else I need to know before they walk up? Now's the time. Don't wait.
No, I mean, that was, well, we are supposed to ask the Raven Queen something too. She wanted me to ask.
Again?
Yeah,
What did she want to ask?
about how she'd determine if Noah's soul's different from the original, just in a more of a hypothetical, not mentioning Noah kind of way. Figure out whether or not we think he's the one she'd be after.
Mm,
How are you
Uh,
going to do that without getting him killed, like, right now?
Not
it's-
mentioning him, or the thing that I need to
If-
do first of all, just ask about how souls work. She's a
But
death
if
goddess. You can ask her soul questions,
but if
right?
you go back and ask questions like this right after you had just been in front of her and asked her questions, wouldn't that just seems dangerous?
Do you want me to just keep showing up and asking her a lot of other questions? Because I can come up with a lot of annoying questions for her that have nothing to do with Noah, and then she just won't even know which question has anything to do
Bury
with
it
anything.
in the middle?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want, I can definitely do that for you. I'd actually be happy to do that for you.
I mean, I'm not convinced that now's the time nor that the risk is worth it, but I guess we should talk about this all together or something.
Sure, we could do that.
I mean, it's Noah's life. Shouldn't he have some say?
He should.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, me and him next, I guess, but I feel like it's probably up to him. The terms on which he's willing to be saved or not.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that that's going to matter.
To who?
Him.
Okay. Well, that's shitty, and she's gonna know it. We're trying to teach her to be a good person. I think an element of that is letting people live their life on their own terms. Oh my God, Aiden.
Doesn't make sense. Why would she be willing to risk Noah in order to protect him?
She wants answers, and I get it. I get that. But
She's trying to risk herself in order to protect him. I'm the one who's pushing her in a different direction.
yeah, we'll talk about this all together. Thank you. Yeah, for not just doing that.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I'm feeling a little bit like if I had understood that this was a pattern, I might have blamed you a 10% less for what happened.
I didn't think that there was a pattern. I just thought I was helping. That's all.
I know. You always think you're helping. That's why we forgive you. Okay.
And this is when
Just
Im
talk
and
to know
Noah
about
show
this right now or later. Hello.
We got it.
How is the atmosphere right now?
Probably not good.
Can I do like some
You know
kind
when
of
you walk
insight
up to a
check
group of
like,
people who were just talking about you?
Roll me an insight check. That's a perfect way to figure out what the atmosphere is.
I don't know Bex because my in real life insight is lower than Noah's.
Bex, you also roll me an insight check because somebody else is doing it.
Hey, it's a 4.
Oh, sure.
So you guys
My
ready to
insight
head
on
out?
Korshan is only +9. So that's a whopping 12 because I rolled a 3.
Okay.
You guys ready to head out?
Yeah, you were like oblivious to what just happened and just like, all right, looks like we're good to go.
Yeah. So we're going to Amber Crossroads. Is that the plan?
Yes.
We should probably know where we're going before we turn into clouds because once we're clouds, we can't talk to each other.
Oh boy, I forgot about that.
Wow.
But we can
Who's
see
leading
each
the
other,
way?
right?
Yeah, we can totally see each other. Also, you can turn yourself back from a cloud to a person. It takes a minute of concentration, and once you're a person, you can't become a cloud again.
So don't
It's
do
not
that in midair.
concentration, so I can't drop it. The only way for us to go from clouds back to people is for us to stop for a minute and concentrate.
How do
So
we
Or for the
signal
time
that
to
we
run
wanna
out?
Stop.
If the time runs out and we're flying, you just sort of like float to the ground gently.
Well, I was saying that's the other way to stop being
Yes.
clouds.
Yes, definitely. 8 hours.
okay.
We're gonna go real fast though.
Let's do it.
Was there anything we wanted to talk about before we did this?
I think we should. Why? We should go to the Amber Crossroads.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Oh yeah. We
Did you
got the
not wanna
alchemy jug
leave?
Back. We got the
Oh,
alchemy jug back.
Did you want to stay in Odessloe a little longer?
Let's go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It just seems like every time we talk here, a day passes. You know what I mean?
looks up to see where the sun is. Has a day passed?
Part of me just wants to have the sun just like
Going down.
A long 5 minutes.
I think we do have some conversations to have. I also think they can happen tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless I'm wrong.
Let's do it. Don't eat all the pastries.
can't while I'm a cloud.
I think your
Saying-
pastries will be cloud too.
Right.
Don't uncloud.
Well, then I
then
can't
you
keep
don't.
up with you guys.
We gotta stick together. Okay?
Okay.
You want to lead the way, Lowell, or you want me to?
You can lead.
We go outside before I turn us into clouds.
Roll fate dice.
Now this is an experience
Good, the
that
weather's
not
out
everyone
today.
can say they've done.
Guys, it's good. 6-5-5-4.
It's cloudy.
It is completely clear sky, and you can see the mountains in the distance to the northeast.
Sick. To the northeast.
Oh, like over which my home is. How lovely.
Rastamden. Kinda,
Uh,
but like
I guess that's kind of straight north. I was thinking northeast.
because you're like, I guess you're right. You're right. It's more north. You're right.
We're like right here.
No, you're outside of Odessloe. You're not. You're north of Odessloe.
Just kidding. Okay.
Closer to the river.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. I think we can make it there in a day, right?
Yep.
Let's saddle up.
But we're not riding horses.
We're riding the sky,
No.
I guess.
Yes.
anybody have anything else to add before we do the travel sequence? What's the name of the spell again, Bex?
Windwalk. I marked my 6th level slot.
Oh, 6th level? Imagine
Oh
having
shit!
those.
I should have rolled. I mean, the insight check I did shitty on anyway, but I'm rolling at disadvantage my checks today.
It's fine.
So Korshana would have remembered that she was exhausted and actually asked Lowell to lead, because if we have to do a survival check, I'm at disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
Okay.
I forgot I was exhausted. Korshana did not forget that she's exhausted.
Will Lowell lead?
Sure.
Okay. V is also right. You can go back and forth between the two. It takes a minute each time, though.
Oh, you can revert to cloud form. It just takes a minute. You're right. I read can as can't. I don't know why it would say it like that if it were.
1 minute is, if nobody else is paying attention, is anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 feet. So it is very theoretical that one of the clouds stop and the other clouds just fucking leave it behind.
Yeah, if you want to mess with some of what Mercer does, like he homebrewed that they could like gesture to each other to like stop and like gather or go down or whatever.
Yeah, that's
you
fine.
Don't want to do that, we can also not do it.
No, that's fine.
But I figure the kind of general consensus is stick together, don't stop.
You rolled really well on your fate, so it's impossible. Like you can see each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go high enough that you don't really bother the rest of the people, and so like nobody really bothers you.
Right, we're just
I'm
really
only
fast
gonna
moving
say
clouds.
it's actually easier because you're only going to Amber Crossroads. You're all kind of getting used to being in this form, right? Like this is the first time you've done it, understanding how it works, how you move, because you're like, woo, I can fly, and then like, all right, I can fly really fast and try to keep an eye on like all the other clouds with me.
Yeah. He's trying to fix something for me.
Of course.
I'll ask him to do it tonight instead.
Sorry,
guys.
But it's going to be 5. So trying to keep track of 4 other clouds and just making sure you're moving correctly. Like you're not getting your full 600 feet right now, but you don't need to because Amber Crossroads is really not that far away. So you take the travel. You get there in... We'll say you go 300 feet instead of 600 feet because you're just doing enough to make sure you can keep an eye on things. Where's my map? There you are.
Probably only takes us half a day.
Yeah. What? Oh, I rotated all the way around.
Probably.
So you're like right there. 83 miles. Movement. Normally.
I think you gave us a approximation of no dashing. We go about 240 miles in 8 hours.
Yes.
If that helps.
So a third of that. So it takes you like
2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours to get there.
Damn.
So within a blink of an eye, you are at Amber Crossroads. Very familiar.
See, good practice. A nice little short trip for us to practice.
And there you have it.
We have the whole day ahead of us now.
Yeah.
Shopping.
And yes, everybody's still there.
Oh, great.
like we assumed it. You're like, don't assume that shit, motherfucker.
Thanks for rolling well on the fate.
It was fated to be.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for like a minus so I can be like, it is completely foggy outside.
Hopefully that doesn't happen till we're better at this cloud form thing, so it's not as much of a big deal.
Well, so What all do we need to do here?
Finding a fighting pit.
Oh, right. I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do that.
I mean,
It's fine. I'll find one.
Yes.
Oh
Nim
man.
coming through.
dude, are you okay with doing this level? I mean, you don't want to.
Yeah, I can do it.
Can do it or want to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I also think Nim is probably gonna use disguise self to make his clothes look less nice, because they're in Amber Crossroads.
Damn.
Don't know
Nim.
what you guys are wearing, but you don't have disguise self, so
Oh, I should have put alter self in the spell
probably.
storage item. It's not going too well, guys.
Our winter travel clothes. At least that's what Cora would be. Or is it like hot? It's like cold here because it's like winter.
It is
Or
north.
is it just because we're going all the way north later?
We're going somewhere like real cold later, but I don't know what time of year is that. I've completely lost track of when it is.
I don't think we ever really talked about seasons yet.
We've never talked
Yeah.
about seasons.
I'm either wearing my armor or my winter clothes over my armor, depending on the weather. There you
If
go.
I
There's
remember
your answer.
correctly, my ruling was the seasons stay roughly static based. No, I think that was the other game, right? I might do the same for this game. The seasons are kind of static based on location.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like Amber Crossroads is generally spring. You're going to have rainy seasons, but you're never going to have super cold or super hot.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so Lowell's just wearing his normal clothes.
I am gonna ask Noah to temporarily carry my money after I see Nim turn himself into like a not as nice looking person. I'm gonna be like, put this in the bag of holding.
Okay, so I'll put it in the bag of holding.
This is a thing people do in cities, right? I don't know.
Not
Usually I'm a
everybody.
cat. Should I just be a cat? I could hold all of our money and be a cat, and then no one could steal from us.
Not everybody has a bag of holding.
Good point. Lead us, Nim.
It's
Well, has he been to Amber Crossroads before? I feel like he no.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
we've all been to
Um,
Amber Crossroads. We've been through it at
did we?
least.
Yeah,
we went through it, but we
this is
didn't
where we saw
stop.
the skeleton pyramid.
I mean, you didn't
Yeah.
stay for very long,
Yeah,
I think is what Tig's asking.
yeah. Just that last time we weren't there very long.
Yeah, I think we
Um,
stayed a night and then moved on.
Fighting pit.
Especially after the skeleton pyramid.
We were like, oh.
So I'm going to say that Nim has enough wherewithal to understand the more seedy side of Amber Crossroads. We're going to say between a mix of Heek and your other friend, who I can't remember but is in your backstory, they've explained the process and how to get to them because you've enjoyed gambling and those things.
Yeah.
So finding the fights are really not that hard because it's not like they're hiding them either, right?
Yeah, they probably want participation.
Yeah, so you're gonna make your way towards that area. Korshana, even with your exhaustion, you would still notice people eyeing you up. Children especially are looking you over, trying to figure out if you're an easy catch.
Oh,
Easy
sure.
target rather.
In children?
Of course.
Like pickpocket kids.
Yes.
Con babies?
I'm gonna try and keep an eye on the whole party. You know, for.
Oh
that
yeah,
kind of
it's
thing.
it's not difficult for you to do because even with exhaustion, you're still at 19. Same with
I
you.
would
Noah.
like
You
to
can see
have-
people eyeing you up, and you know that you don't deal with it as much as like Nim would, but you still understand the concept of it.
Right.
Am I still
Okay.
blue?
Yes.
All right. Every time I catch a child thinking about pickpocketing us, I stare at them without blinking.
Okay.
just to freak them out.
That would pretty much turn everybody off who has enough wherewithal or who has enough observation to notice that, because they just don't really want to deal with that. Who does?
Good.
Nobody really messes with you, because it's either they can see that you all have some experience, or that there isn't really an easy like fat coin purse to snag.
Yeah. Cora leans over to Noah in the middle of all this and goes, "This is kind of fun."
What, intimidating everybody?
Yeah, it's a little fun.
Are you starting to like the city now?
I mean, it's not that crowded here, so it's fine.
Nim,
It's
you
not too
will
bad.
find a general fighting ring of sorts that is, it's more of a crowd, and in the center of a crowd there are a bunch of people fighting, and there's one guy who's announcing like, these are the two fighters, place your bets, talk with her. Like, it's not really organized. It's just kind of a really barely strung together. People are going to want to fight. People are going to want to bet on fighting. Fighters themselves want to show off. Like, it's not great. This ain't no tournament arc. This is a Witcher 3. Some dude outside a bar is like, dude, let's go, man. And some guy's like, fuck it, I'll watch the two of them beat the shit out of each other.
Nim
This would be a
gestures
good
to
place.
this to you guys like, here you go.
I feel like this would be a good place for us to ask where the high rollers go, but sure, we could just toss Lowell in. Cora doesn't know anything about this. I'm shutting up.
And luck have it, the two combatants finish up. One guy soundly beats the other, and he's like, yeah, yeah. And the announcer's like, who wants to fight bare hand, buddy? Anybody? Any challengers? Anybody?
Nim grabs Lowell's arm and raises it.
Oh, fuck.
Do you contest it, Lowell?
No.
Now here's the problem.
Uh-huh.
Both of you are a little on the short side, and there's a crowd around.
I don't know if I have the strength to do anything about this.
Gentle push forward.
I mean, Nim
Walk
can yell,
forward.
he does, while gesturing to Lowell, even though they're both short.
Step forth and come challenge the guy. Whoever said that, come on in. See what you got.
Oh, shit.
I'll walk in.
A child?
Love! Yeah!
No. We don't beat on children here, all right? This is a family establishment. I mean, look, kid, you're not old enough. Come back when you got a couple of years.
So you're saying I can't fight?
Yes.
Sounds like you're
So-
afraid.
No, I'm not afraid. Who said that?
I
So you really
that-
think this guy can beat me?
I don't. No, safe in the back. He ain't nothing but a chump.
Very easily, you kind of get the crowd worked up, and he's like, fine. You want me to beat up on a child? Really? What's wrong with you people? Whatever. All right, buddy. Let's do this.
Okay.
You got this, Lowell.
Seriously, tell me how betting works. I want to bet on this.
I don't bet on this.
You will find, so this is what happens. You're going to basically find like makeshift bookies, and they're just going to kind of like give you odds. It's almost like a stock market right now, because they're kind of like shouting the odds between the two, like 10 to 1 on the little kid, or 5 to 1 on the little kid, or 3 to 1 and it takes 2 punches. Like, you'll find a little bit of a mismatch, but for the most part, like, people don't think obviously that Lowell's gonna win.
Yeah, so find the one who puts the odds the most against Lowell and give
So-
them like a gold.
The other thing you will also want to keep an
Give
eye
me
on, Nim,
10
is
gold.
I'm gonna say you've been around the block a lot. There are two types of bookies. There are a couple types of bookies that you absolutely want to avoid. Those are the shady ones who are like, yeah, totally come to me, bet on me, and he's gonna leave as soon as the fight starts because he just has his money.
Yeah.
Or the other one who is gonna be like, yeah, this is a 5-1, and when you come back to him, he's like, good job, you got the 1-to-1 odd. Here you go, here's your money. Like he's gonna
There's
try
no
to
proof.
work a fast one on you.
Yeah.
So you can get the right bookie to talk to, but what will end up also happening is that nobody really spends a lot of money here. Like this is the low end.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be able to bet like at most a couple gold on this.
I'll do it anyway for the hell of it.
So we'll say for each person you can bet up to 3 gold.
I
Hell
bet three.
yeah,
I bet
let's
And
3
do
the
it.
gold
odd
on Lowell winning.
the odd is 5-1.
All right, I bet 3
Hell
gold
yeah.
on Lowell winning.
Okay.
Noah places my bet for me.
Yeah, so that's six gold.
Well, I'll mark it for mine because I'm
Okay.
not emptying my gold. I'm gonna get it back from you.
Okay.
I just don't want to get pickpocketed.
Pickpocketed.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So before we go any further, I'm going to ask V/Lowell, are you holding back?
He's not going to use his astral arms, but no.
Okay.
The only thing he's holding back is his astral stuff. Otherwise, he's not going to go to kill him, but he's going to go to knock him out pretty quick.
Non-lethal
Try and get him in one
damage.
round, maybe 2.
Stunning strike.
So
Stunning strike.
roll an
Flurry
attack
of blows.
at advantage.
Roll an attack at advantage.
Okay. It's really not a fight, and the only reason, like you as a party have been with Lowell long enough, I would say you notice at first like Lowell was actually expecting more of movement and resistance, and so he kind of clips him in a way where it's like, oh, I totally would have had his jaw there, except for the first attack really actually knocked him real far back. So I didn't quite connect the way I wanted to. But now that I realize he's really bad, like he's immediately down. So
Yeah. The
it
rhythm
takes
back.
Lowell a round and a half to get him.
Woo!
And everybody is just like, woo! Like the few people who
knew
bet
it.
on him are like, yeah!
I knew it.
Everyone else is like, ugh! Ooh, damn!
That's
Hey,
my boy.
And you guys get your money.
Woo! Hell yeah. What's 15?
Yep.
15 back?
Yep.
Hell yeah. We're gonna become rich doing this, guys.
Take whatever I can get at this point.
And suddenly the broker or the guy who's running it is like, damn kid, you got to move. What's your name?
It's Lowell.
Lowell. Come on, you gotta come on. But we need a stage name.
I've never had one.
Alliteration.
Not good at that kind of thing.
All right, we're gonna call you Little Lefty. Who wants to challenge Little Lefty? And there's like 5 hands that all shoot up like, baby, I got him. No, I got him. Fuck this guy. And
But I'm right-handed.
Never see it coming.
all right, how long do you guys stay here?
No, Lowell, how long do we
Leave that
stay
up
here?
to Lowell.
Noel, at some point, will talk to Lowell and be like, you should suggest Akuma as your name. It's fierce.
Mhm.
This is a suggestion.
I'd imagine at some point, if he's not holding back, that people would just stop trying to fight him at some point.
Yes. But I want to know if you're gonna be like, I want to go to this long, or I just want to keep going till there's no challengers.
Uh, unless somebody else stopped him, I think he'd just keep going until there weren't any challengers.
Okay.
We're cheering.
The downside for you guys betting is the odds almost immediately turned on you.
It was never about the money.
Yeah,
So,
I kind of saw
that's
that
fair.
coming.
So all of you will walk away with, we're gonna say, because you got 15 out of that, so you probably come out with like 40 gold total
In
per person.
terms of
Per person.
profit, or
Uh,
Noah's going to keep the earnings separate. He's not going to keep that.
yeah, profit. 40 gold profit. Let's
That's
make it
including the 15 from before.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
Lowell wouldn't have been betting on himself.
Sorry, Lowell.
And
I don't think you
Lowell,
can.
will find very quickly that nobody wants to challenge you. Like it's real obvious, you know your shit and you're really good at it. And like you weed through the drunkards and like the people who have a bit of an ego, and at some point they're just like, nah, I don't really care, he's a kid. I'm not fighting that. Like no matter how much goading people try to do, and everybody's like,
Korshan is
Take
gonna
it.
talk to whatever bookie we're using.
okay.
Where's the best fights around here?
Well, I mean, this is the come and show up as you may, but generally the really good fights come in around once every month or so, because they travel
not-
around, and
Doesn't
they end
happen
up
to be our lucky night, does it?
not quite. Sorry, but it is tomorrow. So, the you'll notice over there, we have a ring that we usually set up before it happens. They're almost done, of course, because it's going to be, actually they are done, sorry, but it's not really open to the general public because they got to make sure everything's good. You unfortunately don't get to like go in and just be like, hey, let's go, I'm top dog here, because that's just not how it works. Usually if you wanted to do something like that, you'd have to go to the bigger cities. It's kind of one of those, like, we get more run of the what we want around here, but at the same time there's less oversight, so they can't give us too much.
I just want to know how to get my friend who's punching that guy right now in there if I want to. If he wants to, but that's not
You
the point.
becoming his manager?
I can put in a good word for him, no problem. Obviously he's got the chops for it.
Oh my gosh.
The
First
only
one
thing I'm
is
going to tell you
manager.
is I mean, yeah, you could really work his way in there. You'd probably go pretty far, honestly, if you guys wanted to like move into a little bit of a bigger city. Shady Creek Run has it like real good over there.
Why am I not surprised by that?
I don't know. Why aren't you surprised by that?
I mean, so, you know, I don't know what my friend wants to do. I just want to be able to tell him what his options are. So what's your name and where can we find you if we're interested in doing this thing tomorrow?
My name's Harvey. You will find me over at the Ladies Lost. It's one of my favorite taverns around here. It's kind of a little bit of a janky place, but you know, it's got its love there.
Is there a nice place in this town?
The Ladies Lost, of course. Just kidding.
Okay.
I mean, nice. Like, you ain't gonna find I as a person can't figure out how to translate this, so I'm gonna use this saying. You ain't gonna find no 5-star hotel here, honey.
Right, but like, see the Dragonhide armor? Where can I spend money? Tell me.
Honestly, wherever you want. Like, you could probably
Okay, but like,
buy-
where am I gonna get the most bang for my buck, my friend? Come on, tell me
okay,
out.
all right. Let's see. If you want to go to the south side, Actually, no, sorry. The northeast side is going to have most of your richer people because that's where the high payers come from Lexington. You're gonna want to hit up the Handy Hewards, and if you want to have a good time, if you know what I'm saying, you're gonna want to you're gonna go to the legs in between.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And if you want to like
See how I'm not writing that one down, guys?
if you want to like go over the moon, you're going to find there are weeds among us.
Sus.
What kind of place is that? Weeds?
Trust
Like
me, it's the best.
medicine?
Sure, yeah, medicine, right. You know, if you're a cop, you have to tell me, right?
I don't even know what a cop is.
The guard. If you're an Empire guard, it's a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, I really appreciate all of your very good advice, sir.
Oh, of course. I mean, if you bring him into the fighting ring, I'm gonna get a cut of it. So I obviously want to get you in there.
Well, it's really up to him. I just thought, while he was busy, I would try and help.
Sure. He could probably make a couple hundred gold easy. Just FYI.
Fair enough. Well, keep a gold off the top of this bet that I already placed with you
Thanks.
as a thanks.
You're a sweetheart. Bye.
I'm gonna go back to Noah and be like, I'm doing it. I'm like being in a city. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Did you see I talked to that guy?
That was amazing. I thought we were hiding the fact that we were wealthy.
Well, but that guy that I was talking to just has handed me 39 gold in the last half an hour. I think he knows we have money.
Oh, sorry. Did you go to the bookie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Then cut out the one where he says I'm gonna get a cut of it, because he wouldn't. It's the guy who runs the fights would.
Oh, we would have been also, I think we would have been talking if we were trying to arrange a fight. Or at least trying to know who to arrange a fight with. I feel like we would have talked to the fight manager.
Oh yeah, he'll come over and talk to you guys because he wants to get you in there because he's gonna make money off of him. He'd be like, so you're coming tonight, or you're coming tomorrow night, right? Like, it's all the rage. Everybody's gonna love this kid.
Cor totally talked to the wrong guy. It was on purpose.
Oh god. Oh yeah, it's like
totally
the no will be like
missed it too. Oh well.
Did you mean
See,
to
I'm
talk
doing
to
it.
him?
Are you proud of me?
So damn proud.
I can tell when you're lying.
Nim, hear this conversation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
That's the bookie. I don't think he's in charge of scheduling fights.
Well, he said he could. He gave me a lot of really useful information. He said he could get us in.
That's
Maybe
great.
he was lying. It didn't seem like he was lying, but I'm really fucking tired, so who knows?
Okay. Well, as long as you got the information, it's great.
I mean, I asked about like the nicest inn in town as well. So if we do want to stay tonight, like in a nice tavern.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good idea. Thanks for
After all that time in
finding a place.
Odessloe, a comfy bed does sound nice.
Yeah.
I did it. I fucking did it.
Yeah, I haven't even done that.
I was feeling courageous.
All right, V. The fight manager, who's an older gentleman, human, balding, a little rotund, is like, "You did great, kid. You ever thought about making it in the big leagues? I think you do really good. You know, we could get you in on the fights tomorrow. You're gonna do real good, real good." He's got like an arm around you. A little lefty. I like that name. It's gonna work out really well for you. How do you feel, kid? How do you feel?
Mm-hmm. It was kind of easy.
Ooh, I like that. Fighting spirit. Good. Bring that with you tomorrow. We're gonna do real good. Real good, kid. So where you
What's-
are you staying in town? Yeah?
Probably.
Awesome. I got a great place I could take you. And he's like starting to walk you off.
Hey,
I know of a
hey,
place
Lowell.
that's really good. I can get you
Hey,
set up
Lo-
with all the things you need. You're gonna do great, kid. I just trust it. You're gonna do real good. He's like still walking.
We'll
My
walk up to
friends are
Lowell.
over
Your friends
there.
can come with. Let's go. I mean,
Where-
it's fine. I understand where we need to go. It's all good.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna take care of this little lefty right here. We got to get him all set up. He's gonna like rub his shoulders. We're gonna get him into the fight. He's gonna do.
I think she already found a place where we're going to stay. So, thank you.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I got the connections around town. Like I know where to go.
And what's your name?
Can I insight check this guy?
Go for it. At disadvantage.
Yep.
Can I do it as well?
Yeah, not at disadvantage.
I rolled a 16 and a 17. 25. Ooh,
Oh,
not so
no.
good. Not so good, sweetheart.
I mean,
It's
he
kind of you to
definitely
look after.
seems he's very eager, absolutely eager. He's very excited because
Okay.
more than likely,
Wow.
more than likely, this is the best
guy's so
fighter
nice.
he's seen in a very long time.
Right.
like,
But he's
really
not
wants
planning to
make
like
sure.
take us somewhere where he can like murder us, get us kidnapped, steal all of our money.
At worst, what you're feeling is like, I mean, he's probably gonna try and be like, "Hey, man, I was here for you the entire time." He wants to ride the coattails. Like you feel, you're not.
He wants to take as big of a cut of whatever we win tomorrow as possible, really.
Or
I think
at
the
least
only
he
hesitation
wants us
I
to
have to say
mention
that
it.
is because I don't know if Korshana really understands the concept of that.
Fair enough, fair enough. But I'm not like worried that he's like leading us down an alley to get murdered.
He certainly has the look of he's gonna do something to take advantage of him, but it's not that sinister.
It's probably just money.
Yeah, it's almost guaranteedly money for somehow.
Okay, well, Korshan doesn't care about money, so sorry, guys.
Oh
I
boy.
don't know, Lowell. If you want to go with this guy, I think we can. Or we can go the place that other guy told me to go. Whatever you want.
I don't really care where we stay. Just, I guess there's more fights tomorrow, I guess.
Absolutely, great kid. You're gonna come on. Let's go. I got a lot of friends I need you to meet. We're gonna get you all set up, get you settled
you
in,
want
get
to.
you nice and relaxed. So I gotta understand, kid. Do you fight better or worse if you're like taken care of? Does that make sense?
Real confused look.
You know what? That's fine. We'll just have we'll have that conversation later. I'll just make sure you have some companions. You can take care of it. You can deal with it. It's cool. We're going to keep going. Anyway, so how long you been fighting?
Well, do you want to fight tomorrow?
Yeah, I can fight. I mean, we can get places pretty fast now, so guess an extra day here wouldn't hurt.
Fine by me.
Okay.
Awesome. I love hearing that. Yeah, we're going to get you in there. We're going to get you fighting Little Lefty. Oh, I love that name. I'm so glad I came up with that. Yeah, we're going to get you all set up. You're going to go in there, pow, pow, pow. You're just going to get some money.
But he's right-handed.
Yeah, just about, dude, yeah, we got you going.
Well, we'll just look and know when he says that and just, I don't know.
Wait.
It's like, I don't know. I told him that.
They'll be expecting you to punch with your left hand. They won't be expecting it from your right hand.
But
I too am left-handed. I too am right-handed.
Yeah.
That's like that scene from Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
but
I know something you don't. What's that? I too am left-handed. It's such a good scene.
Who are you? I have to know.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to get used to disappointment.
I kind of want to watch that movie again.
It's a good movie.
It's so good.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can maybe have a movie night just to watch that movie.
That would be good.
Hell
Mm.
yeah.
I love
Hell yeah.
Nico Montoya's accent is so great.
Oh, it is such a
Killer.
just multiple
Yeah.
characters and where they go and the fact that you can have such a good redemption arc but not take away from the rest of the story. Oh.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Soon destroy a stained glass window.
yep.
Anyway,
Lost my train of thought. Anyways, you guys go to the Hot Sass and Bass.
the hot sass and bass.
Yep.
Great. I love it.
Or is it the hot sace and base? Which one?
Six.
He
Oh,
just
no.
like walks Lowell in. Obviously, I'm assuming you're all going behind him. He's like, "Hey Bonnie, I got a new customer. I mean, I got some friends for you. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome." And just big old lady behind the bar. I was like, "All right, Harry, cool, great. You know, just put them on with the rest of them. You keep bringing on in there. Oh, don't worry, I got this. It's gonna be great." And he like takes Lowell over to one side where there's a tiefling and a halfling woman that are just kind of chilling and setting up what looks to be like some type of stuff for the evening for entertainment. So like one's obviously a bard, the other one is a helper of some sort.
Not a familiar tiefling, I hope.
Not a familiar.
Okay, good.
Not at all. And he like brings Lowell over and he's like, "Hey ladies, how you doing? You girls getting ready for the night?" And they're like, "Yes, Harry, we are, as you can see." I was like, I wanted to introduce you to a little old Lowell here. Nice little kid. He's gonna be fighting tomorrow.
Hi.
Hi? Aren't you a bit young to be fighting?
Lowell's amazing. Hi.
So good.
Been
Hey there.
fighting for most of my life. A lot recently.
See, don't worry about it. He's gonna do great tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. I'll leave you two right here. I'll get some food for you right now. He just like walks away.
You always like that?
Who are you asking?
The ladies.
Oh, they're like all the fucking time.
Bit much.
It's
He can get a bit excited,
I noticed.
but usually not this excited. Whatever you did, you really like impressed him.
Well, Lowell here, he's really freaking strong. So that's probably.
I mean, I can see it. Like he's got the raps. He's got that stance. Like it's kind of hard to hide.
You'd be surprised how many people challenged him today.
Lost.
Honestly, not really, because people out here are one, egotistical, and two, very stupid.
Oh,
Yeah, I could tell that too.
You gotta understand, the fighting ring that old Harry there runs is not the cream of the crop, as they say. He just does what he can.
I noticed.
Yeah.
But he can actually get us into the thing that's tomorrow, right?
Yes, he still runs it. They still recognize it. He gives them. I mean, honestly, they just need bodies. They get the pre-warm up from him. You know, get some up and comers from around the area. Give him enough time to get anybody who really has like a shot. He should have a couple others. I haven't really seen them. There's Thieving Tom and Murder Mike.
And these fights to the death?
No, God no. I don't know why he chose that name. It's such a dumb name, but he decided it, and he was like, I need to name him that name. We're like, all right, but maybe not the murdered, like, you know. But once he gets his head on something,
I don't think he has the best naming sense. I mean, little lefty. My friend here is not even left-handed.
yeah, but they'll never see it coming.
That's what I said.
See?
Yeah.
Oh,
At least that one's not bad,
Is-
actually.
is he one of those unknowing geniuses?
Sure.
Idiot savant?
That's the one.
Minus the savant?
Yes. I heard that.
Don't care.
Wow, he's pretty far away. It's
Oh boy.
That's-
Are you? I can't really word this any better, so I'm just gonna fucking put it out there. Are you like his guardian?
What?
No, we're his
Looks-
peer.
Look, okay. The ears are different, but he looks like a child, so I don't know. Okay.
She's a minor. He's an adult.
No, you're lying. You have to be kidding me. She looks
Do
older
I
than
look like
he
I
did.
joke? Do I look like I make jokes?
I know better than anybody else to judge a book by its cover, so I'm not going to assume.
Okay, well, I don't make jokes.
Okay, great.
We're not really an orthodox bunch.
All right, so he's gonna bring some call girls for him. Just FYI.
Really?
Yes.
can
I mean,
Looks
is that
at
what you
Lowell.
want, Lowell?
what's that?
Oh,
Oh my
Oh,
God, Lowell,
honey.
please.
Oh no.
Noah will look around like, who wants this one?
Oh, Korshawn will just look at Lowell and be like, I just had to talk with him. Would you like me to have it with you as well? It's right in front of everybody.
M's like, yeah, let's hear it right in front of everybody. This is gonna be great. I look forward to this one.
It's been a while since Flo sort of filled you in, so
And
what a-
what is
I know. For a red
What-
tiefling too, it was really actually kind of graphic. Anyway,
I mean, I just want to point out that phrasing was also not great either.
okay, fair enough.
Phrasing.
what does that have to do with this though?
Lowell, please. He's gonna bring you women whose job it is to have sex with people. Would
Oh,
you like to have sex with those women, Lowell?
Noah's going to facepalm and then walk off.
Far's exhausted. She's like, come on, dude.
I don't know.
Okay, well, you better figure it out right quick, because they're gonna assume it's their job to get you naked.
Oh,
And they're probably gonna take off the wraps.
I don't think they'll care if he wants to keep them on or not.
That's fair.
I'm just trying to, make it clear for you, Lowell, because I don't want there to be any confusion.
guess at least I know what's about to happen instead of it being a surprise.
Sure. Yep.
I'm trying to help. I would guess if you go through with it, it's still going to be a little bit surprising.
Hmm.
And she Korshawn looks at Noah for 2 seconds and then looks back at you.
Yes. No amount of preparation.
M is like, oh god, I want to throw up right now. Oh, God.
Compared to the stuff you've put us through, child.
I'm gone. I don't want to.
What's wrong, Im? You were clapping earlier.
Or M walks away.
No, please don't. This is a very crowded, dangerous place. Please don't do that.
I'll go after her. No, we'll go after him.
I mean, she just goes to the bar, and it's not really crowded right now.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
So-
you're an adult, Lowell. This is your decision to make.
The tiefling's like, all right, this awkward silence is great, but I really got to get ready. So can you
Mm.
please and thank you.
Oh, go somewhere else? Yeah, you got
Yes.
it.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
find a table.
Okay.
I want a good view of the performance, though.
Oh yeah, you gotta. I mean, you have whatever you want to pick right now. It's still pretty early.
Back. Noah is going to go to that table and I guess bring him. So that
M
she's
has
not-
ordered a beer.
Okay, well then he'll have him bring the beer over to the table.
Okay.
And then he will put the winnings that he got from betting in front of Lowell. Here you go, Lowell. Here's what here's the winnings from your time in the pit.
You keep it and he'll slide it back over, right? You
Sure.
didn't do it for money.
Okay. But if you ever need a loan, you let me know.
I don't really notice what to spend the money I get on anyways, so
All right. Then I'll hold it until you need it.
okay.
So we have some time to kill, basically, right? Until this becomes a party place, basically.
Correct.
Okay. Cora's gonna ask Nim and Lowell to hang out with Im so that she can talk to Noah privately for a few minutes.
Sure.
We'll just be over
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Don't drink too much in.
We're gonna be able to see. I just need to chat with him quick.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna
What's up?
pull Noah to just another corner so that we're not just talking at the table. And I'm gonna be like, okay, so we're gonna have to talk to Im. I don't know if tonight's the night because I would like for this to be fun for everybody. And then she's gonna fill Noah in on everything that Nim told her this morning.
Nim did what?
Babe, I know.
And he didn't tell us.
He promised her that he would undo her turning into a dragon with time travel weeks ago or some shit.
I'm not really good at telling when people are lying, so this is hard with him having such a good teacher.
Yeah. I feel like if we address this and we sort of cut off Nim as a source of free whatever the fuck she wants, it'll stop happening, hopefully. If she knows
worry-
Nim's gonna tell us, do you know what I mean?
I worry that she'll look somewhere else.
Where?
Um, I don't know, but I will say when I was looking for how to do soul transfer, my research led me to the Fae.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, if she's really trying to get this ability that Nim has, we don't really know where it came from, but that might be it. So all the more.
Um, about this whole Raven Queen thing, I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm ready to talk to her at any point. Uh, I'm ready to make a plea for my life whenever it comes to it.
It's really fucking scary.
Uh, it'll be like borrowed time. Like, hey, can you at least postpone my judgment until I pick something?
Yeah.
You know, like,
What if she says no?
um, that's that's tough because a part of me is already glad that I just made it back,
Me too.
but a part of me doesn't want to leave you all.
That would be my preference. I trust your judgment.
I just don't want to go about this the wrong way. There's no point. There's no point in me um, escaping punishment the wrong way.
Yeah.
It would undo everything that I worked towards to make it right.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been wondering if she could help us. She has every motivation to want to get rid of this army of robots and V1 and all that shit,
Hmm.
even more than we do. Well, not more than you, but
It's going to be hard to separate those two conversations with the Raven Queen.
yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, I trust your judgment, but also please register my deep-seated fear at the thing you just told me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to throw my life away.
Good.
Yeah, thanks for telling me.
I also trust your judgment if you think we should just not talk to her. I hadn't thought about the idea that she would look outside of us for that.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not in any rush to talk to her.
Okay.
I'm just saying that when the time comes, I'm ready to make a case for my life.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Well, if you want to talk to him,
I get the feeling that my previous conversation with her is why she went to Uncle Nim in the first place.
yeah. It hurts me to not say to her that she should take into account what you want for her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't think that you think that the cost of her soul or whatever the fuck is worth possibly saving you from a 50% chance that the Raven Queen's going to be a total bitch.
Nope. That's not a trade I'm willing to make.
I feel like we should tell her that.
Yep.
Okay, well, it can be, maybe we shouldn't do it tonight because if she runs off, but like if we're traveling,
No,
it would
I
be
agree.
better because we'll all be together.
I agree. I think I wanted to give Lowell some time to let loose, vent, hit something.
He seemed like he was having a bit of a good time in the ring.
I feel like he is not sharing his burden with us.
Yeah.
And I hope that I don't know how to talk to him about it, you know?
Me either.
So if this helps a little bit, then that's good. I wouldn't want to sour the mood.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to the table. You're gonna buy me lots of drinks tonight. We're gonna have a good time.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that Lowell can't get drunk.
Nope.
Did you?
Which,
By the way,
which is
did you hear
awful.
him say shit when we were in Charis? Did you hear that?
Yes.
Oh, that was great.
Surprising.
But maybe we'll get to watch him walk off with a couple of prostitutes. So.
I don't know if I'll.
It's his call. What?
I don't know. I don't know if prostitutes for first time is really a good idea. I feel like that was a only one way to find out kind of shrug.
I mean, I think it's his call. I think he understands. We've certainly
But-
talked to him about it enough.
It's his call, but it's pretty clear which choice you want him to make, though.
Oh no, I just think it would be funny.
Right.
I don't want it at the expense of like misery for him. Of course not. I just don't think that's where it's gonna go.
There would
know.
definitely be a lot to talk about afterwards.
Yeah. Burying pain and vice is a thing I'm comfortable, like I've done a lot. So I guess I just kind of don't blame him. The poor guy can't get drunk. I mean, come on.
That is the worst.
Right?
Thank
you,
talk
honey.
about a blessing and a curse.
They said there's cutlets and not breasts.
No breasts.
No breasts!
We riot. No, you're right. Do you think let's get Im her own room tonight?
I think we can. Oh.
Please.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, let's go get
of
drunk.
course. Yeah. Okay.
Fucked up.
And now I, the player, will eat mashed potatoes.
And I will.
I've officially
get
done my
food at the
motherly
door.
duties. Oh yeah.
And my
Ready,
food.
eat, break.
What is
And-
Lowell and Nim doing?
Nim went to get drinks for himself, so I don't know how long that takes. He left Lowell alone
Not
with
that
M.
long.
Okay.
I guess if the performance is going on, Lowell is just sitting and
There's
watching.
no actual performance. They're just getting ready.
Oh, okay. don't think Lowell would know what to do right now, so he's just kind of just sitting and just taking it all in, just trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm just gonna like kind of look between you and finally looks at Lowell. So Lowell, you gonna have some fun tonight?
I don't know.
Well, you won't know until you try.
Guess not.
You're kind of out of it, aren't you?
It's been a long few weeks.
Yeah. You want to talk about it?
Not really.
Cool. So, Nim, about that ale, huh?
Uh-huh. And drinking your own too, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
No point in getting ale for me.
What is that?
It doesn't do anything.
Like, at all?
No.
Huh.
Hmm.
Sorry to hear that. That
No,
bad
it used
news.
to do something, but last time I drank it did nothing.
So it's a new thing then.
Yeah. I think it might have happened around the same time that the poison in the forest stopped affecting me.
Oh. That makes sense. Yeah, I have no idea what to do about that though.
I don't either.
Well, apparently they're still gonna try to find you some, prostitutes, so that sounds like that's what you can... I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. Guess I'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You've been gone an awfully long time.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
hey,
should.
hey. Thanks for holding down the fort.
Howdy.
Hello?
Hi.
When's this show gonna start?
Noah's
I
gonna
don't know.
start ordering drinks.
It looks like they're still getting
My
ready.
man. My man.
I think we kind of slowed it down by interrupting them for as long as we did.
Oh, please. It was only a 3-minute interruption. They're fine.
Well, we
So
delayed
we'll
it by 3
apologize
minutes, I
later.
guess.
Maybe so. We'll just apologize.
Guess so.
Lowell, do you enjoy like ale if you don't feel anything? Would you be able to just drink it for the flavor?
Don't really like the flavor, so
What
what's the
about
point?
wine?
I don't know.
Do they have wine here? No, we'll see if they have wine. It'd be the same thing as ordering grape juice. Probably be cheaper to order grape juice. But we're trying to find the premium grape juice.
Not the store brand.
No.
Hey, but your wifey wants fucking beer. She's a beer chick.
Oh, I thought you were saying that his wifey just wants fucking.
That too, but that's later.
Okay.
Not in the middle of the tavern.
Time and place.
So the manager, Harry, will come back in a little bit and kind of sit down with you and just like start talking shop with Lowell about like how the fights are going to go, how the process is going to work, what's going to happen tomorrow. That he needs to get up. He doesn't need, like, the day doesn't really start until the afternoon. He'll have to introduce you to the people that are organizing it just to know that, hey, put this guy on the docket and get him ready. But you can kind of do your own thing until the evening will happen. But he's like, unless somebody stops him, he'll just like take a seat like right next to Lowell.
Unless Lowell looks like the conversation is making him want to jump off a cliff, I'm not going to stop it.
It seems like
Better be
important
a
stuff,
tall
so
cliff,
Lowell
he's
isn't
got slow
stopping.
fall.
And he has boots.
Yep.
That was my point. Thank you.
So if anybody has any questions about that,
This is cut. No, I'm just kidding. Corshana does not fucking care.
How do is it like a tournament thing, or how are these fights handled?
oh no, it's a 1-day event for us. We don't handle the big stuff. This isn't a tournament arc.
Mm.
You walk
mean arc?
I walked into that one, and it still made myself laugh. So it's just basically going to be more of the same of what I did today.
Yep.
Seems easy enough.
Out of game, I'm gonna have to take a break.
Okay.
So what's gonna end up happening is the night events are gonna start. So you're gonna see the entertainment. The bard's gonna
Yeah, they will.
do her thing. The halfling,
Get it, girl.
like the bards, the tieflings singing, the halflings playing instruments, and they change. They actually change between the two of them, so they both can sing and they both can play.
Nice.
Okay.
And the crowd starts to get thicker, and you will watch him like mingle with the crowd and start flirting with people. And I'll just let you all work with that, and I don't know when I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Okay.
good luck.
Good luck.
Poor guy.
Oh, poor Silent.
Noah's gonna be having Ed PTSD flashbacks.
Oh my god, poor guy.
He's gonna be thinking, are they casting any spells on me? And I'm just resisting them.
Because with Eb, you don't know.
Yep.
You never know until you know. Of course, he'd be like, watching Noah, like, is he okay? And then also, like, watching him and being like, she's gonna do something dumb tonight. I don't think I can stop it. And just being like, fuck it, this beer tastes good.
Oh gosh.
It's like, I don't know about you, Aiden, but I don't think she's gonna try and stop him from misbehaving. Like, because what's the point?
What is up, dog?
It's
What
at
is
this
up,
point.
dog?
What is up?
At this point, it's gonna be like, well, you probably shouldn't have done this or that if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
No contact. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, she's gonna get the like, hey, you really shouldn't do that, but I know you're gonna, so when you feel like shit about it tomorrow, come talk to me.
I was randomly listening to different. I like to find weird music and stuff.
Oh, he's not talking to me, he's talking to other people.
Really good at it.
Tournament RP.
But it's not a tournament arc.
Tournament.
So it's just about,
Tournament. It's just a lot of punching.
yeah.
From
Bunch of arc.
from what I understand, it's basically the entertainment before the tournament.
It's like entertainment the night before the thing happens, because it's not till the next day, isn't it?
No, the fight tomorrow is
Oh.
not like a big one, because this is a small town, or this is a small. This is not like the most renowned one. Probably winners here get their name passed on to like bigger venues, like in
They said it was in
Wrexham or
major
something.
cities.
yeah, Wrexham Trim.
Major cities and Shady Creek Run, because hello.
He does,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does live.
Well, and they were saying the Menagerie Coast too. I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where they said the biggest one is. I bet you there's
Yeah.
a big fight club in Zadash.
But we wouldn't hear about it because they're not. That's the first rule, right?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Well, because first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club.
hmm Do you feel an alternate personality being birthed yet for Lowell? One that likes to harm people.
We're gonna wake up
Huh?
one morning and on the road, and Lo's gonna be like, his name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson. We're like, he's possessed by a demon.
Where you at, guys?
We gotta go back to Odessloe.
Well, you need to order something then. You can't just eat mashed potatoes for dinner.
It's like, hi, I'm
Someone
Lowell,
sigh at me.
but at
Or make
night
bagel bites or some shit.
I'm Mr. Hyde.
Sprinkle cheese on the mashed potatoes, then it's not just mashed potatoes.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
you
he
take your
put cheese
dairy
on my
and
chicken,
your-
but he didn't put cheese on his own chicken. So he has had carrots and potatoes and cream, and that's it.
No
He
chicken.
said
Oh,
his
cream
chicken
there,
is
dairy, easy.
no good. Sometimes the chicken they send with the HelloFresh like has like a texture to it, and like personally I think it's fine and it's cooked and stuff, but he's worried that it's not like fully done, and so he's just is not gonna eat it.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm not
I'm
his
worried
mom. I just act like it.
Oh, did you watch the? You watch the whole thing?
If I'm worried about it not being done, I just cook it longer.
Yeah, well, he
Yeah,
brought me
mhm.
dinner and then took my chicken away and put it back in the oven for 10 more minutes. So
Yeah,
if it's still, he still thinks it's not done, I don't think there's any way to salvage that. Like,
He's pretty
I think it's cooked. 10 minutes at 350 in the oven after cooking it 6 minutes on each side in a pan it's fucking cooked. Like
Mhm.
there's no way. So
He always has the first
Get a
I'm gonna
food thermometer, and then you can tell for sure.
yeah.
160.
He would trust it. I would suggest it. We have one. Thank you, wedding registry.
I'm like, oh, it's stuck in your head now. She's like, God damn it.
Mine's perfect. So maybe I'll make him eat half my chicken. I'll be hungry later.
Feel like things are getting interesting for a little.
I'm excited to see where this goes. He said his first curse word. He's fighting people.
Had his first fighting pit.
First.
Might have his first prostitute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of firsts.
Things are looking up. First nation that he rules. It's gonna
Yep.
be great.
All about that cat.
Of course, I thought it was so cute that Noah was like, but his first time can't be with a prostitute. She's like, oh, my sweet summer child. My sweet 240-year-old child.
I wanted to throw a line in, but I wasn't sure if it would be a good or bad idea.
Always a good
I
idea.
say, always a good idea. Yep, exactly.
Mhm.
I was gonna have Nim say something like my first time was with the one and I turned out fine.
Good hunter.
Just like give you guys some ammunition or something.
What? Nim, what?
I honestly was thinking about that too. I never really defined what Korshana's first time was. I almost was like, mine was, but then I decided not to.
Noah's was definitely Korshana.
Keeping with my real life reputation, Korshana
Early
only
access
takes
stuff. I
virginities,
feel like I have been burned a few too many times now.
and she's proud.
I don't know how Noah feels about that being plural, though.
Oh man, like he doesn't know. He's seen her like go off with so many fucking people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not new for him.
Yeah, the proportion of people she slept with who were virgins when she slept with them is much lower than it is in my real life. So I don't think she has earned my mantle quite yet. I guess now she never will.
But we have to wait for Grandpa's soul to show up.
Unless
Sorry
Noah
to
gets
put an end
himself
to that career.
zapped by the winter or the Raven Queen.
Oh no. She's gonna go on a fierce rebound.
Gotta stop making enemies with Nim's patrons.
Slaying virgins left and right. That will be her
Slay.
her revenge.
Yeah. She's gonna send the souls of virgins to the Raven Queen.
Yeah, exactly. Here, have a bunch of whiny people. Take them.
So what happened with Simon?
He's got
Uh,
work.
Oh,
Must be some like after hours emergency or something.
that's awful.
Yeah.
You get to call him?
He might be on call this week, I don't know.
Yeah.
What a
He
week
told
to
me
be
he
on
got woken
call.
up by a ticket at like, yeah, right? With daylight savings and shit.
No. I mean, we have 3 days of D&D this week.
Ooh,
Yeah.
power storage.
And Montreal.
Yeah, Monster Hunter. He said he got woken up by a call at like 7:30 this morning too.
Yikes.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I feel really bad for him.
Yeah. Hopefully he
was
gets
already-
some sleep tonight.
I was already leaving work for work at that point.
Yeah. I was commuting from my bed to my computer.
Yeah, this morning, because I think because of daylight savings, but also because I stayed up talking to Tig till like 1:30 in the morning, which is probably stupid. My boss called at 8:06. I was completely asleep. Like, I woke up at, I finally like looked at my alarm at 8:20, I usually try and like at least check to see if I have any text calls or emails by 8. And I was like, oh, my boss called me 15 fucking minutes ago. I'm so in trouble. And I'm like, jumped out of bed.
But were you in trouble?
He seemed fine about it. I mean, the thing that he called me about, he was upset about, but he didn't seem upset that it took me 10 to 15 minutes to call him back because it was still well before 9. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was fine. Sorry for keeping you up though.
No, I was having a good time. Like, I didn't hang up because I wanted to talk to you. But I had some regrets this morning.
Yeah. Well, you'll go to sleep
It's
earlier tonight. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
In
probably
theory.
not, but it's a good idea.
It's a good theory.
Optimism is healthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show at my work for several months now because of shit that's going down this week. So my boss is rightfully very stressed out. Like 3 people from the same department quit. My company's 50 people, so 3 people leaving is a large percentage of our company,
Yeah.
6%.
Was it for
and all
different-
from the same department, which including them is 7 people. So 50% of the department is now gone.
Was it for different
That-
reasons?
yeah.
Or just like a bad coincidence of
That's
the timing,
crazy.
or you have no idea?
Probably frustration too.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, everybody at my company, but me and the other 2 admins work a minimum 60-hour weeks.
Yikes.
So I would assume burnout.
I mean, that happened in the UCSD Department of Neurosciences. Like,
Yeah.
I was speaking with my boss, and he was like, his son also works in one of the groups, and he is saying that his son said that like 6 fund managers quit because of this new system we're trying to migrate to, and it's like fucking everything up. So our whole like the way we do like charging and like finance tracking and reporting is all fucked up, and nobody likes it. It's super slow. Oh,
Talked, and we're not in character, so where you
Not
left
even
us, so you
working.
didn't get to see.
More or less, yeah.
He was walking. He was going up.
I guess at this point, we don't really have a lot of time to work with. So we can kind of set the scene for next session. The bar is hopping pretty good. Everybody's doing what they're doing. Im is off flirting with people. Harry will at one point introduce you, Lowell, kind of take you to the side unless somebody stops him, and be like, have your pick. And there's, we'll say 5 girls of
it's that scene from Rush Hour 2, the Heaven on Earth massage parlor.
I think he'd go for it at this point.
Okay.
What's Lowell's type, though?
I don't think he has a type.
Okay, he has to have his first experience to have a type first, right?
Is there anything in particular that he would be looking for? Personality, race, height?
Probably nobody, not anybody that's too much taller than him.
Okay. Would you? So you'll probably have, we'll say a human, not too
Okay.
tall. But it'll be, I wouldn't say blatantly obvious, but again, unless those who have the perception are intoxicated at this point. Yes, no.
Oh, you're saying the people who have perception are intoxicated?
Yes. Are you two intoxicated? Because if you are, that's pretty rough.
Yes. I'm just gonna say yes.
So you will lose him
Why not? Yeah.
when Harry takes him aside and won't really notice that he has picked a girl and gone upstairs.
Oh, that guy
Damn
looks
it!
like
I
Lowell.
wanted to watch.
That guy looks like Lowell.
Whoa! Hey, have you ever noticed that, like, if you look hard enough, everybody kind of looks like everybody?
Apparently. Oh, got it. So it sounds like the scene is everybody is going to have a good time. They're enjoying themselves. They're going to go to their own separate rooms for the most part, except for obviously Coruscant and Noah.
Special over there in particular.
Before we go to bed, like, I'm gonna make sure that Im has a room, right? But also, I'm gonna mind link with her at some point and just be like, remember what we talked about?
If you can't find her down on the floor, would you bust into her room?
How would she have gone upstairs if I didn't get her a room key?
It's a good question from somebody who has access to Passwall.
Duck feathers anywhere?
So she's just gone.
I'm just curious how, like, are you expecting her to come to you at some point in time?
I'm drunk, so, like, I'm not perfect, right? But kind of, I want to have been, like, watching her and make sure she's safe, right? And
Okay.
before she, like, goes off with someone, I want to be like, remember what we talked about, you know?
Okay.
If I fuck it up, I fuck it up, but that's the idea. But no, I'm not going to go chasing after her because I'm fairly confident I know where she is if I can't find her.
I think before she at some point she would have come back for the key, and that's when you could have told her.
Do anything?
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of is like, yeah, and goes back out.
Gosh, Mom.
I love you.
Uh-huh.
Gross.
Wow. My heart is broken, child. Broken, I tell you.
He's gone.
I'm mind linked with
Oh,
her.
that's
She
right,
can't
you
get
are.
away from me.
No response.
Dude,
Be
I-
safe.
mine, can't escape her.
Okay. Everybody's
Do I see her going up
intoxicated.
with a person or
If you're paying attention, yes.
fuck off? Okay.
Lowell isn't
Cool.
intoxicated. He can't get intoxicated.
Lowell's, yep. Well,
Damn.
Lowell's also distracted, so I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
all
figure
those
out.
different distractions.
So
Different
when
distractions.
does Noah and Korshana go to sleep? Or sorry, not go to
their
sleep.
Time
Go
after
back
they
to
go
their room.
upstairs.
After
When
their
does when do
evening
they go back to their
activities.
room? How long?
Go down and find it.
Like, do they enjoy the festivities for a while? Do they like, all right, we saw a show or two, we're just gonna head upstairs?
Noah is he's like resistant to poison, so he's probably not going to be as drunk as Korshana. But when he sees that it's too much, then he'll probably bring her upstairs.
Okay.
It's fair. Korshana will absolutely cast Lesser Restoration on herself between, like, on her way upstairs.
Yeah. It's like, you had enough. Let's call it there.
Is that like part of the foreplay?
Okay, do it live.
That's like, I don't want to be messy. I want to enjoy this.
Yeah.
So let me just
Yeah.
get my head together. Okay, we're good. Let's go.
And
Does
Noah would also ask her to do it because he's not gonna do it with someone when they're drunk, that
okay.
I mean, we're a couple. It's a little chill, but she
Well,
wants
for
to
Noah.
be present for you. So
for Noah, yeah. That's how it is for Noah.
totally, I will mark my spell slot and everything.
How
I mean,
long?
should I just put Lesser Restoration in the spell storing item?
Oh my god, it's a second level spell. I can cast it so many goddamn times.
I have to be blatant about this, V, but how long does Lowell enjoy or do what it is he does? Does at some point he's like, all right, I need to do things, like I need to leave. Or is he like, fuck it, I guess this is what we do.
I would just go. Fuck it. I guess this is what we're doing.
Cool. All right. Nim,
Huh?
Damn.
Yeah, everyone left him alone.
I was
Drunk
gonna say, what
downstairs,
is
so-
Nim doing right now?
I mean,
Wait,
he can like.
Nim's not wasted too?
Oh, he's wasted.
Oh, we were all getting
Okay.
wasted together
Oh,
until
okay.
we
roll
left.
me a Constitution save, Nim, just to see how bad.
Everyone got wasted, and Noah's like, okay, I'm gonna take Korshana, only Korshana upstairs.
Yes.
See it.
Yep.
See it.
When you were pissed at him. Yeah, that looks about right.
Pretty rough.
Yeah.
Aged lava eel roll.
Con +1, not great. Hmm. I know he has luck, but I don't.
I think he actually wants to be wasted.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
There's not really anywhere to like go here specifically. He could like what is essentially like drunk tiling Corisa right now, but other than that,
You say that, and I'm sure he's probably thinking about it, and you feel a familiar touch along the back of your neck as a toned down version, but obviously Korisa, you can smell it. Just kind of like comes and sits on your lap and is like, "Hey, honey, you really enjoyed yourself, huh?"
enjoy is kind of a strong word for it, but yeah.
Let me help you out with that. And she proceeds to basically have a little session with you in the middle of the tavern.
says goddamn goals, you guys.
They're gonna get kicked out so fast.
You're giving me high school flashbacks with this shit, Sai.
There are times when even Nim, like, she did something to kind of give you a little more clarity, because she doesn't need no whiskey dick right now. But basically, you have some idea of what's happening. Some people are watching, and she is absolutely flaunting herself at them.
I don't know, but at this point, he'll go along with it. That's fine.
But nobody approaches you. The two of you.
Less sure what that's about, but
She kind of whispers in your ear. It's like, I feel like the entire party is enjoying themselves, so why don't we enjoy ourselves?
you always have the right idea.
And I think, I know it's still kind of early, but I think we'll end it there, because I think that's a good place to end it, where everybody is getting laid.
Whole party's getting laid. Good job, everybody. We did it. I have a
Full
question.
Party lay.
Sure.
Guy or girl with him?
Good question.
After careful consideration, Silent has decided.
Hardcore, man.
Roll me fate dice.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yes, sir.
6613. So I think that's +1.
You don't have like a shitty egg to give me. You have to give me like the best.
It's
egg you
definitely a
have.
girl.
I'm just gonna.
Just learned from her mother.
Uh,
Yeah. Oh.
this one, we'll say it is.
Oh, she's gonna stop caring about her problem.
Is it a tiefling?
I'm tempted to say it is a tiefling, but I don't. Yeah, I think it'd be a
She's
tiefling.
a dragon. She might like people having horns.
Yeah, I think it's a tiefling.
Oh my
And it
lord.
little
She
bit like,
learned from her mother.
it looks a little bit like Thurai.
Oh god, she's coping.
Oh god.
She likes.
Thanks, V.
Heyo.
Somebody has to make the joke.
Yep.
Oh, well, she takes after her mother for sure. Gorshana thinks to herself drunkenly.
Well then, Noah's like, well, I gotta keep her away from any blue bastards then.
Can't let her end up with a guy like me. Oh my god. Whatever, I'm proud. I'm proud that my daughter's not straight. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me in this goal that I definitely had.
I like that you asked the question, but you were hoping for an answer.
Well, I knew that was what was going on there, and I was thinking, like, what is her goal right now? And I think if it was negative, what was going to end up happening is she's going to do something that she would want to piss off Coruscant, which would be like the dirtiest, grungiest, worst guy she could find in the bar.
Jeez.
But if it was positive, he was like, I want this for myself.
Well, then I'm really glad I rolled positive because that'd be really
Yeah.
fucking fucked up, Silent
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, we don't play this game to have happiness, do we?
Well, I thought that was the end, right?
And
No, that's not DM culture.
it would also be more of because I want to think that Corshana also realizes, like, she's gonna make a stupid decision at some point, and she's gonna hate it. She's gonna come crying to me, and I have to tell her, be like, yeah, I fucking told you so, but I'm not gonna say it that way. I'm gonna say it a little gentler, right? So
I mean, that was 100% why she was like, be safe, and not like, don't fucking do that. Because that's exactly what her thought process was. It's like, exerting control over this child in this is not useful. We have other things to control her about that we're already failing at.
Yeah.
She's gonna do it. Just let her do it. I was telling them stories about what I thought when my mom told me not to have sex when I was 16.
And this one little purple guy, and he's
That didn't work.
all my people left without me thinking.
What a shocker.
Exploded into
There's
stars.
no point. There is literally no point in telling teenagers anything. Let's just keep her from selling her soul or burninating any towns. Like,
Good luck.
Okay.
that's all we're trying for right now. You look scared.
Well, I have a thought.
Oh, don't
Uh-oh.
say that.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I keep doing that.
All right, so
Thanks, Bex.
we did not
You're welcome.
technically have a day.
We're not good at progressing multiple days right now.
I mean, you lost.
So we
like-
would have. We
You
would
lost
have.
a lot of time, and that really
You're gonna
sucks.
have your child on the
Because the worst part about it is we didn't really get anything accomplished for work.
Oh,
and I
that's
was
the
like,
that's
damn it.
Don't worry. Don't even worry about that.
Friday's not that
Happens.
far from
it's true.
Plus, Bex, you're off work earlier, so or like you don't have any
I-
work.
yeah,
so.
I took Friday off, so if y'all want to start, if it's, I don't know what your situation is, Aiden.
I stop at 4.
Just share your joke with the
Hey, if
class.
y'all want to start at 4:30 instead of 5:30, I'm not working on Friday.
No.
Fine by me.
Up to
I,
There's a smoke
I can
bomb
start
there.
earlier. Or at least I should be able to.
Works for me too. I mean, worst case, if it doesn't work out for anyone the day of, we start at the normal time.
All right,
We'll make sure to
so,
sleep early the night before.
Tig has it easy. She gets a very, very quick summary tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah, I gave her
Yeah,
a
we already
We-
did it.
We
for-
recapped already. Do I need to
I-
recap?
I just.
Hey, you want to do this recap because